Hi, um,
Hi.
Vince Demasi. Welcome to Ron Singer's show, Ron Helps. You're a contractor. Is it a contractor? They call it general contractor.
Well, yes, I am.
Okay, so Vince, what's the biggest problem you see with people working with people like yourself, with contractors?
Well, on the part of the contractor, see, as generally the way I look at it as a client, they have an idea of what they would like to see done. And a lot of times contractors, uh, some inadvertently and some, I believe, do it on purpose, is they know that the scope of work is a lot larger than what most clients are looking for and really underquote the job just so they can get the work. And then as the homeowner or the client is committed, then the extra word comes out, and that's where a lot of contractors get the bad name, and that's where a lot of homeowners end up feeling like they've gotten a rotten egg with a contractor.
Oh, okay. So Vince, what's your answer to this?
Well, I've had a lot of people, and I know you've recommended a couple people and the best thing to do is be straightforward. If someone wants to renovate a basement, for example, and then you sit there and you say, are you going to have washrooms or kitchens? You know, you can't say after the fact because there's a lot of work, there's a lot of prep work that has to be done. So the best thing to do is to actually sit with the client and say, if you want this work to be done, this is what's required. And I would also recommend that you may not want to do something at this moment, but where do you see yourself in 5 years or 10 years? Do you see yourself moving out, or do you see yourself maybe renting space out? So you got to really have a conversation with the with your client or with the homeowner and see exactly what they want, what their needs and what their wants are. And there's certain things that, as a contractor, you got to anticipate, because at the end of the day, the homeowner truly doesn't know all the fine details that are required. That's really incumbent, and that's really the contractor or the tradesperson's job.
Okay, that sounds good. Can you briefly tell us, like, what's your what's your training? What's your experience for this?
Well, you know what? I've been doing this, from the late 80s, I'd say 87, 88 to present day.
How many years is that?
Oh, more than I'd care to mention. I'd say it's close to, 40, almost 40 years.
Oh, wow. I thought you were doing it for a long time. Okay. Okay, that's great. So if people want to get in touch with you, what's the best way? Can they text you? Can they call you?
Yes.
Okay, so can you give us your cell?
Sure. 416-895-3770.
Okay, super. Thanks so much, and have yourself a good day.
Likewise. Thank you to everyone. Have a good day.